And we're live from Brooklyn Park, Minnesota, home of the Totino Grace Eagles. I don't know. Looks like you got zero people on. Probably a 15-minute period. We've got a viewer. We have one viewer in the room. Might be Heather. There's one little, there's a one next to the body on there. Coming to you live from Brooklyn Park, home of Totino Grace, the one-time state champion in 2002. Your RailHawks in the white, playing against the concoction of White Bear Lake over here. They're the Lakers. The Lakers don't mess around, so they're going to be tough. We came to play. It's Monday. We're out of school. It's 1:30. It's time to go. Brooklyn Park, Minnesota, the home of Olympian and Gopher national champ Chrissy Wendell. We've got her jersey hanging outside, sign outside the door to get into the arena. It's a nice wooden arena, wouldn't you say? Get closer to my ear here. Uh, Architecture. It looks nice. Mike was admiring the arena here, and he was sending some pictures to a friend because they must be wood fans, wooden arena fans. Down to one viewer. We had a couple of people give it up. Back to work. Hey, they know it's being recorded, so this will be live at another time. We had four viewers at our strong point, down to one. Got reference today. Let's see. We got a couple older gentlemen. That's nice when it's not the couple of 9-year-old kids. You know, they might call a nice tight game. There's the officials. For those of you joining at home, not familiar with the RailHawk team here, I do have the rosters. We got Gray, our goalie, wearing number 1. We got Callie Heitzman, number 2. Brooklyn Peterson, number 3. We've got Piper Roberg, number 4. Julia Peterson, number 5. Bryn Clausen wearing number 6. We got Taylor Rowe wearing number 8. Bristol Weber, number 10. Ashlyn Pfeiffer, 12. Subi Coppola, 13. Riley Tallarico, 14. Nora Lucarelli wearing number 15. We got Maddie Ranking, 16. And Everly Sakala wearing number 17. Very chronological. We're not messing around with number 86s out here and number 74s and stuff like that. We keep it teens to single digits. Warming up the tender here. We got a minute left. It's a good time to try to catch those passes. Make sure you're making nice, sharp passes. Piper misses the pass. Not a good sign. Bryn's going to go. Oh, nice. Warming up the goalie type of shot. Everly, hey, we're getting used to it out here. We're getting used to it. We're just getting a feel for it. We've been in the car. Maybe a little Mickey D's, maybe a little Subway. It all depends. Quick trip, little Sammy. I'm gonna have to keep referring to my list here. Piper misses another pass. Coming around here, 14. Talarico. Hopefully the girls are here to play. Mike, what do you know about tomorrow's game? What time are we playing tomorrow morning?
Tomorrow is 7 a.m. start.
7 a.m. start, huh? So what is that, do you think? Is that a 5:30 wake up call and
Right?
5:30? Might be a little leniency on the hour early for the game. Maybe we roll in about 40 early.
We can talk about that, talk tonight or something. Get a jump start on it.
Should we record that for everyone or should we just probably do that on our own? Let's have some fun. Let's play some hockey, says the announcer. They're the Whales. Lakers, Whales. Oh, he said they were the Whales. Whales, Lakers, the Hartford Whales. We're gonna do a little chant, a little 1, 2, 3 Hawks, RailHawks. Oh, we got another joiner. We got 6 on the line right now.
Ratings are going now.
Our ratings are gonna go way, way through the roof. Have to pull that roster up again. This is a whole different looking squad here. We got the LA Kings looking white jerseys are our RailHawks playing against the what I believe to be White Bear Lake, depending on the bags that I saw rolling in. It looks like White Bear Lake in the black. Got a 15-minute period here. We're facing this off. Everly on right wing. Like Subi took that draw, throwing it up. Oh, we're gonna go making a play right off the bat, or the Lakers, the Whales, or whoever. They're making some plays in front of our net. We're gonna have to start clearing them out. Just a little miscommunication there in front of the cage. Gray was sliding one way. We kind of took it. I think they stole it and banged it in. We're gonna spot them a goal today. That's it's 1-0. We're gonna have to come back strong here. I'm online right now. We're doing the commentating. We got friends. We got friends and family coming in. You're gonna go D to D. Is that Nora back there? 10. Who's that? Bristol. That is Bristol. Bristol holding it down in front of the net. Brooklyn chases out to the point. A little bit better view here. Bristol goes to pick it up behind the net, turns it up the wall. She sees Peterson, carries it herself over to Roberg. Piper takes a digger. Maybe we should have tightened them a little bit more. All right, here we go. They're working their way through our slot. We keep them to the outside, but they're still fighting. We need to lift some sticks in front of the net here. All right. Piper, chip it out. Let's get this thing out of the zone and move forward. Stuck on the wall. Here we go. Brooklyn in neutral zone. They go D to D. Let it go. Oh, that's too many men right off the bat. Are they going to call it? I think they're calling it. He's not messing around. That was too many, and they did not let it slide here early on a Friday. Coach is gonna have to put them on a leash here and really make sure that we're making some tight changes. They got their eye on it. Unfortunate that the puck was bouncing around our net at the time, or our bench at the time. All right, we got the kill out there. We got Bryn, Piper going to the point. All right. Well, it gets out of the zone. Piper chasing after it. They chip it up the wall. Taylor throws it across. Piper gets it. Okay, time to throw it deep. All right, she kind of backhands it across the zone. Could be an icing. They're going to ice it on their own power play. We'll take it. 35 seconds into the power play. They got a minute 25 left on their woman advantage. Again, we got White Bear Lake with a 1-0 early lead. Just a little miscommunication in front of the cage, but we're going to have to create some offense here. Tough to do on the kill. Ashlyn Pfeiffer taking the draw. Stepping up, we've got Taylor. Taylor into the corner. He's going to have to make a decision here if he's going to have to retreat or stick to that line. Nice breakout pass. Bryn's chasing, shepherding her towards the corner. Bryn's got it. Thinking about making a run. Ashlyn grabs it, chipping it out. Not a bad play here. There you go. Out of the zone. They regroup. Ashlyn's chasing. Whoa. A fast attack right there. Uh, I don't think that was Callie Heitzman wearing number 2 there. I believe that was Madeline. Yeah, it was a good shot block, but Callie is not wearing number 2. Maddie is wearing number 2 with that new helmet of hers. It's dark, it's different. Puck goes up the wall. Way to keep him to the outside. That's Nora trying to keep him to the outside there. Maddie gets it out. I think this is Subi going after it. They're calling off the icing. I don't know what happened with that penalty kill. It seemed like maybe it was a minute and a half that they put it on there for too long, or we're back to full strength. Nice shot from the point. Bristol firing shots from the point. Callie's going to go after it. She's digging around out to the front of the net. Nora gets pickpocketed at the point. Bristol chips it. Nora gets it and backhands it out to the neutral zone. Callie kind of flings it off to the D. Everly chasing after it. They make a nice pass to the neutral zone here. Everly. Brooklyn chasing after some D. D to D pass. They're teaching a lot of that D to D down here in the city. Oh, could have been too many there, too. What do you say, ref? It's close. Everly kind of shadowing here. We need to get back on side. There's Brooklyn comes on side. Nice pass. We got somebody wide. Nice shot. Might have kind of chipped off of the glove there and might have hit a pipe even by Everly. We're going to have to go turn around and do some work. Bryn going after it. She's got an attacker on her. Chips it into the far corner with Taylor as her D partner. Taylor's chasing. Up the wall, Brooklyn. Piper going to have to get back to her wall here and see if she can cause a commotion over there and try to chip this thing out. Center on this line is Riley Talarico. Riley going to try to help it out. Be good for Piper to support that wall over there real quick, but she stays wide, stays in her own area. Nice save by Gray. A lot of hockey this weekend. We're going to try to keep these shifts short. That's Julia on defense there, hey? Rico coming out of the zone. Piper's got it. Tries to get it over the line and can't. Now it's over the line. Into the neutral. Little chipping it zone to zone here. We're gonna have to make them make some mistakes here. We're gonna have to charge after them. There's Jules. Jules working it down the wall. Puck's out of play. Goes into the bench of the Whalers. Lakers, Whalers. You say potato. All right, we've got we're down a goal. 8:30 left in the first period. Maddie's got it. Ashland's banging around at it too. Ashland and Maddie are giving her some problems, but she gets around them. Bristol steps up with a nice poke check, gets a stick on it. Ashland's giving chase, able to get the stick up. Somebody fired it up the wall there. That was Madeline. Bristol's trying to get a little head of steam here. Ashland getting kind of in a pickle there. Let's get that line. There we go. First things first, got it out of the zone. Bristol goes behind the net. Bryn's shadowing her. Playing defensively. Over to Callie. Callie gets her head up, looking to make a pass and does to Subi. My coach used to say, get it to a skill guy. We got it to Subi. Subi across to Maddie, was it? Good shot on net. A little rebound there would have been nice. Hey, we're totally in this game. They had a little squirt that went in, and we're gonna keep fighting here. We're gonna fight for every inch of this one. Everly out there on right wing. Bryn makes a move, gets to the middle, tries to pass it back door there to Brooklyn, doesn't quite get through, and then they ice it. We're going to get another face-off down on the offensive end here. RailHawk TV brought to you by Rocky Rococo. Pizza joint we used to have in Duluth. I think it was in Fitkers. Yeah, Rocky's got those glasses on. Makes it look like he's blind. Rocky Rococo. I remember going there when I was a little boy. I'm not positive where it was. I just remember I had a piece of pizza before the fireworks one time. Back behind the net, Subi throwing it up front. She's got Brooklyn. Hits some traffic. Brooklyn's back checking. And here we're turning for it is Taylor. Taylor going after it. She's going to concede the puck here to Bryn. Bryn rings it around to Brooklyn. Brooklyn trying to chip it off the wall and do what she can. Gets a little support here from Subi, but back to the point. Could be an opportunity if somebody can get a stick on it. Bryn says, I've had enough of this. She throws it at the wall. Doesn't quite get out. Hits the ref. This is trouble. Little scrum here in front of our net, but it looks like it's frozen. Frozen by the goalie, that's a good thing. Frozen by a player, that's a penalty shot. So we'll take a frozen puck by the goaltender any day. Totino Grace High School, home of the Totino Grace Eagles. Consolation champs in 2014. That's the TG that you're seeing on the back wall there. Fans at home, type in your favorite Totino Grace hockey player in the chat. I don't know any either. Shot from the point, big save by Gray. That was a heavy shot. It was a quick release. We're gonna have to definitely be getting out to these points and stopping them. Can't be giving up too many long range bombs. Piper to the point. Got to have some urgency here. Got to have some urgency. Here we go. Bristol up the wall. Cause a commotion. You're gonna have to go through that thing with your body there, Pipe. Can't just be reaching into the corner. Nora fighting for it. Talarico behind the net. Bristol. She's going to throw it up the wall. Is Piper ready for it? Could be. All right, here we go. Got a little break, a little something, but good back check by the Whalers, Lakers, the team in black. Jules there. Piper caused a little disruption. Jules keeps coming. Let's get to this thing, Bristol, and give it a chip. Chips it up the wall to 20. Good follow by them. Good support. Nora. Uh-oh, Nora. Off the side of the net, but it's still bouncing around like a pinball there. Pipey, weak backhand towards the wall. Slap bomb. Slap bomb. We don't see a lot of slap bombs in the U12 game. Bristol going after it. These kids are probably going to get tired. They need to get this thing out of the zone and get a change. There we go. That'll work. Start heading for the bench, ladies. Well, the D took that cue. Piper takes the cue. They're coming at us hard here. Taylor and Bryn on the D part pairing here. Bryn hits the brakes, throws it around the wall to Julia. We used to call that the cloquet breakout when he'd ring it. I don't know if that's politically correct, but we called that the cloquet breakout. High stick. How's our viewer count here? 8. I heard if at 20 you start making money. That'd be nice. All we need, and probably just we ad free would be good. Keeping it local. Over to Callie. Callie with a kind of a quick release there from the point. Hits the stick. Bryn to Callie. Callie gets her head up, flips it towards the net. Over to the sidewall. We got a White Bear Lake Bear that's going. We got a good back check there from Ash. It looked like Ashley with a good back check through the middle. Stapled by Bryn. They're going to let him play out here a little bit. Because in U8 hockey, you can use your shoulder, rub some people out a little bit. Offsides. Little gun shy here on the whistles after that bone rattling check by Bryn on the wall. We lost the viewer. Somebody had to go back to work. It is Friday after all. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Ash. Ashlyn chasing after it. Using the arms there. We got Callie wearing number 16. So adjust your programs. Callie Heitzman wearing number 16. Maddie Ranking wearing number 2. Maddie over here in number 2 goes after it. They pass it around her. Suvi with some speed coming back on a back check. Stick kind of got tangled up there. No call. Behind the net to Lucarelli. Lucarelli kind of gets turned inside out. Maddie throws it up the wall. That's going to be nice. They're not going to let that one slide. They did let it slide. It seemed like an ice. It seemed like an ice, Mike. Anyway, chipping it out of the zone. That could be an ice as well. That's all right. Two ices for the price of one. One ice for the price of 2. Can't get that. That's a BOGO. Buy one, get one. If you had a 10% coupon, you buy one, get one. You only paid 90 cents for $2 worth of goods. Thanks for joining us on YouTube. Bouncing around in front of our net, but doesn't get through. Here we got numbers here to make a play. It just seems like we're still getting to know each other out here. Seems like we're still getting some confidence. Bryn working on a steal here. Brooklyn was trying to help it out. Suvi working on the reverse to Bryn. Bryn says, I'm hungry and I want to eat. She makes the pass over here to Everly. It was a good play, good unselfish play, good shot. Everly needs to back check. We got 1B back and she's aggressive. Nora went after it, forced her wide, chipping it out of the zone. Here we go. Talarico, an almost opportunity there. All right, I'm getting a little pinned in here. That might be another ice by the RailHawks. 38 seconds remain in period number one, a 1-0 score in favor of the enemy, the Lakers. Well, I mean, the guy said they were the Whalers. Whatever he said. Here we go, Nora. We got 30 seconds. Nora's got the puck. Fantastic cross-country runner when she's not out here. The third runner for the high school team as a seventh grader. We were just at a meet yesterday. We had about I think it was an icing again, Mike. Definitely the Lakers, according to the schedule. All right, here we go. Nora bangs it out. Is that Jules? Jules with an opportunity in 6 seconds. Her and Piper give it a chase. Piper's offside. They're going to say she's not. You guys can check your replays, but that was an offsides, I think. Hey, you're an optimistic guy. You're a good guy, Mike. I think they got a name for that. I think they call it being a homer. Gosh, Mike, we can zoom in on this. How do we zoom in? Zoom in on that Rocky Rococo sign right there. Look at this guy. Rocky Rococo. What a guy. If you remember eating that Rocky Rococo in Duluth, Minnesota, feel free to put it in the comments. Oh, I'm just getting you to mess the whole thing up. Let's just zoom back out, Mike. And yeah, we're talking to him right now. We're saying that we need to create a little bit more offense. A whole lot of passiveness going on here. We're still getting to know each other. Bus legs.
Lakers.
Yeah, this Lakers team, they're definitely familiar with each other. Uh, as are we, but we every other year you kind of lose touch with your classmates and they move up a division, and then these are U12 girls going in to be U12 players next season. Wow, I'm going to have to take note of one of the advertisements I'm seeing here on the wall for Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers. Everything about that advertisement is screaming at me right now. I want the custard, and I want the burger, and I want the steak. See you guys. We'll see. Yeah, I don't want Freddy, but we do want Freddy's steak burgers and frozen custard. I will be there after the game. Quick shout out to my daughter Piper. It's going to be her birthday on Sunday. She's going to be 12 years old. We're going to have to bring some cupcakes or something. You'll have to tell me what Julia's allergic to. Tree nuts. Switching ends here. 2-on-5. The forwards are little disjointed here. We're going to have to get them out here. We're going to start with Ev. Looks like Brooklyn. Dewey was that hopped out? All right. Hey, this is Minneapolis. Ice is expensive down here. Get the game moving. T to D. Brooklyn chips it. Gets a little bit of out strength there. Brooklyn throws it deep. Everly going after it. Long strides. Nice little breakout, but gets stopped here, thwarted by Subi. Kind of feel like this is the line that's got a little mojo going right here. There you go. Bryn steps up. Brooklyn throws it in. See if Suvi has some luck as forward number one. They pass it around, but up to our point. Fired on net by Taylor. Oh, here we go. Had an opportunity there. Like Taylor to Brooklyn, Brooklyn to Suvi. She chipped in. Aim was too good. Into the breadbasket. Two sheets of ice here in Brooklyn Park, right next to the police department. Home of Totino Grace. Not to be confused with Totino's Party Pizzas, which are one of my favorite. They make the pizza rolls as well, but I like the full pizza. Here we go, Brooklyn with a nifty move. Just too many of them in front of the net. Makes it tough. Oh, here we go, Nora. Oh, zings it. She buzzes the tower being the goalie's ear. Out front to Brooklyn. Nora on the point, holds it in. RailHawks really have some strength at defense here. They may have to take some chances in order to get something going here. Bristol, nice little wrister from right at the blue line. What we got? Bouncing around in the neutral zone. Piper, slap out to the point. Uh-oh, good transition move by them. Piper playing third D here. Keep skating. All right, here's a chance. Opportunity for the RailHawks in Bristol. Get a little ahead of steam. Couldn't quite tap it around her. Keep your feet moving. Great traps it. We're going to get a whistle with 12:29 left in the first period or second period. Luther Auto Dealers. Got some Luther Auto Dealers down here. Piper goes for the point. Uh-oh, uh-oh. An unfortunate bounce right to the front of the net there. Jules on the wall. Piper gives a little slapperoo, gets a piece of it. Bryn might put the team on her shoulders here. We're going to see what happens. Throws it in. Throws it out front. Talarico was out there. Piper gets a stick on it and keeps it in. Talarico and Julia fighting on the wall. Piper with a little backhander. Julia chasing after it. Taylor steps up. Oh, I'm going to concede this one to Bryn. She does. Out in front of the net. The Pipes. Pipes, we just gave her a 3 inches longer stick than she had before, so she's still getting used to it. Talarico goes for a change. Piper and Julia. Piper's going for a change. I think everybody's going for a change. This could be too many again. There was for sure 6 people out there. All right. I could see the ref maybe skating over to the bench and giving another warning there because I think he just doesn't want to do it to us again. But could have been. There he goes. Hey, I know my game. He's saying, hey, I don't want to do it to you again. He's like, I don't know, man. He's like, yeah, dude, but you got six people on the rank. They're having a discussion about it. Here we go. Is that Bristol? Bristol fires it at the net. Callie going hard into the corner. Outsized, but not outhearted. Oh, here we go. Nora with a chance. Kind of rolled on her funny and got on the heel of her stick, knuckle puck style. Losing 1-0, but we definitely haven't been getting dominated in this game. We need to bang one in here. This could be trouble, though, if we swing and miss. There we go. Good swing and got her. Callie going after it. She's got Maddie going after it, too. Kind of mix these lines to have a veteran out there with some younger kids. Ashlyn chasing after it. This could be trouble. This could be trouble. Go. That was a lucky bounce off of the wall, turned into a lone break there with a back checker, and she made it count. I mean, part of having opportunities is making them count, and she buried it. Shake it off here, Gray. Really unfortunate. RailHawks have kind of been taking it to them. Say it's been a fairly even game, but it's not like it's been an RN the whole time here. We've just had a couple of mishaps. Subi wants to get that one back. She's skating hard to Brooklyn. Brooklyn through the middle. Good stick handler. She's coming through. Off the crossbar. Oh, wow. Just a couple inches the other way, and that's a 2-1 game. Here we go. Swinging at it here, Taylor. Britton playing free safety, patrolling the neutral zone here. Not going to let anybody get behind her. Here we go. They throw it in behind the net. Taylor kicks it up the wall. Stolen. Subi playing center and playing very defensive here in the corner, trying to help out her D. Ringed it around. That's Everly's wall here. Everly goes through her. Taylor with a chance, just get it away from that goaltender. Brooklyn on the wall. This is scrapping. Bryn gets ahead of steam going. Don't go offside. Don't go offside. Don't go offsides. Here we go. Bryn. Good stop. Good stop. Goalie didn't give her much to shoot at there. Bryn's retreating. Now it's turned into a 2-on-1. Bryn's playing it. Tangles are up a little bit, but they're going to let it play. Here we go. Taylor wants to come out of the zone. We're going to call that offside. We're going to take a quick break. Totino Grace, state runner-up in 1995 and 2005. 2005, they beat the Marshall School in Duluth in the semifinals. Lost to War Road in the championship in 2005. I read the news article outside of the arena here before we started, Mike. I wanted to make sure I knew where I was. Bristol chips it out of the zone. Piper kind of flubs it a little bit. Here we go. Stay with it, girls. Talarico chases after it. Piper must have been told to stay on her D because she's kind of marking up the D over there. All right. Coming around. Piper's going to get her head up. Don't throw it to the D. That's who you're covering, buddy. Off the wall, into the middle. Okay, here's the play. Chip it up. Talarico waiting on it. A little too much stick handling in the neutral there. Julia goes after it with Talarico. Julia's going to take it wide. She's not getting much support from her team here. There we go. Now they're all in there. She was all by herself, and then it was all three of them. Bristol's going to have to fight this off. 2-on-1. That was good. Got her in the skates. Just got to get in the way there. Get in the lanes, they say. All right. 2, that's Maddie. Maddie thinks about throwing it to the outside. The foot race. You're not going to beat Nora in a foot race. Nora fights her off, using her body up the wall to Jules. Not a lot, not really anywhere to go with it though. Nora says, I'm going to live to fight another day. And she chips it into the neutral zone, but not an icing. Good touch. A skill shot, they call that in pinball. Good clean change. You didn't have 6 or 7. Here we go. We're chasing behind our net. This is Nora again. Not out of gas. Ran 3 miles last night in about 16 minutes. Bristol tries to get her head up. Looking for Riley. Throws it to Nora. We got Callie on the wall. If it comes to you, Callie, you got a plan? What are we going to do here? Callie goes down for it. Head up. Nice pass. Good pass. It's a good breakout here for the RailHawks. Back into the neutral zone. Nora, little poke check. Gets it to the outside. Up to the point. D to D. Callie, that's you. Hit her in the knee pad, maybe. The 3-on-1 in front of our net there. There was definitely some backdoor opportunities there. Here we go. Riley's going to turn and go. Really hard to get that change here in the second period. Had some players get stuck out there for about 2 minutes. It was they're pooped. They're getting a change. Got Bryn back here. I think in soccer we call her a sweeper. She's playing sweeper. Taylor back playing sweeper. Almost an opportunity there for Ashlyn. Everly chips it. Everly, less stick handling, more skating. Let's get around her, girl. Do it, lady. All right. Ashlyn, hold it in, Bryn. Bryn throws it. Does it get behind the net? All right, we're battling down here. Help her. Gets past Bryn. We're going to have to get out of the zone. Everybody's going to have to come on a lot. Regroup. All right, here's Ev towards the end of a shift here. Gets it out in front. Brooklyn out there. She's jamming at it. Suvi. Suvi's got some speed. Into the corner. RailHawks, defending champions of the tournament from last year. 2-0 deficit here in the second period, half with 3 minutes to go. 3.5 minutes. Kind of having a hard time getting anything going. Getting pinned in here this period. Some long shifts, tough changes. Bryn's got it. Bryn gets kind of clogged up on their D. Their D held their ground there. You got to give her credit for that. Taylor over here, up to Everly on the wall. Bryn looks out of gas. Looks pooped out. She gets it up the wall. Brooklyn. Brooklyn's got it. Turns into the defender. Swept away. Thrown it into a corner and getting a change wouldn't hurt here. All right, we got Taylor chasing after her. Good pad save right there by Gray. But we're not out of trouble yet. Oh, boy, we got a collision. Bryn, I don't know if Bryn's hurt or just pooped. All right, get a change. Get a change. Let's go, White. Let's get one. Sorry. Sorry for those of you at home. I had to scream a little bit there. Through the middle here, Jules. Piper going through there. Get there. Get a stick on it. Get a shin pad on it. That's why they sell you the gear. All right. Nora's going. Nora's going. Piper's getting on her horse. Julia, too. Well, somebody better be covering for her. Pipes. Pipes. Chips it off the wall over to carpet one. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We got a little bad bounce here. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Let's get a stick here. All right. Piper's got it. Her and Julia. Throws it over to Julia, but it doesn't get through. Here comes Nora. She says, I'm hungry. I'm going to go eat. Nora comes. Wide angle. It's out in front. Rebound. We got to be in there fighting for these rebounds. Few and far between, so we got to make them count. It's Talarico there. Over to Jules. We got to get a back check going here. Make it hard to get out of our zone. There we go. Gray made the first stop, but they're in there slapping at it. We need to start clearing some bodies out. Piper behind the net. Going to throw it up the wall. Looks like she was trying to get it to Julia. Julia gets it. 50 seconds left in the period. We didn't quite get it out of the zone here. Looks to the middle. There we go. Ooh, that second period made it real hard on changes. I feel like we had twice as many shifts in the first period and just got trapped a couple times in the second period there. We got somebody here at center ice. Who was it? Is that Maddie? Maddie looking for some sort of a breakaway. All right. Maddie back in here. 10. About 10 seconds left. Maddie and Julia. Let's see if we can get a shot off here. Anything can happen. 7 seconds. Fired on net. Steered clear by the tender. I feel like we had a couple opportunities there. Couple of chances. Yeah. Yep. We rang one off the crossbar. It was Brooklyn off the crossbar. Nora off the tower. Couple of wide angle shots that I think Nora took. Bing, bing, bing. Two rip. Two rip, but not out of reach here. God, I mean, you get into these, you play 3 games and there's 6 teams, and you gotta try to get a tie. You gotta try to do something here. A point would be great if we could get back to 2-2. Obviously, hoping for a win. 2 goals would be big. I think we got to start taking chances. Truthfully, I think we got some of our veteran players playing defense, keeping it out of our net. But we get down to crunch time here, third period, 15 minutes left. We're really going to need to ignite some of that offense that these veteran players can bring. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, what the hell? If you're going to lose 4-0, you might as well, take a shot. 4-0 or 2-2. Life's a gamble, ladies and gentlemen. Home bench. RailHawks in the home bench. Next game, 7 a.m. tomorrow. Then we've got a 4 o'clock game in the afternoon. Go for football at 11. We can get in the top 4. We're playing at 7 a.m. on Sunday morning. If we can get into the top 4 teams, there's a semifinal game. Otherwise, you play for 5th, maybe around 11 o'clock on Sunday. Kind of a friendship game. We don't want to be in the friendship game. We want to be in the competitors' game here. Get us to a semifinal, ladies. Let's go. Maddie, Ashlyn, Callie started out. Bryn going back with Taylor in front of the net. Up the wall to Callie. Callie kind of swings at it. There we go. Little chip. Ashlyn, good wheels. That's out of the zone. Delayed offside call. Bryn trying to weave her way through. It's just tough. Bryn's a hell of a player. It's just tough to get by multiple players once you get into the older ages here. It's just it's tough. But that was the right idea. That's the chances that we need to take. All right, that's I don't think it's gonna make it. There's some snow out there. It's gonna hit it. Slowed it down. Yeah. They're not gonna reward you for going 1/3 speed out after that thing. Here we go. Ashlyn with a little dish over to Callie. Got Maddie and Callie. Nora gets it off the chest. That's out. Where are we gonna go? Who is it? Subi? Subi makes a good wide pass there to Maddie. There we go. Hey, I think our team's coming together. I mean, it's you get out here. You've been in the car all day. I think we're starting to get a little mojo going. Bristol behind the net, looking for Callie. Callie's got it. Ref helps out a little bit by getting a skate on it. Subi turns, just looking for an exit out of the zone there. Here we go. I mean, just seems like every one of our changes is while the puck is 3 feet away from our bench. The danger zone. Got Everly out there now. Still 7 viewers. 12:56 left in the third period. Everly going after it in the corner. We got a player out front here. Just got checked. Looked like that was Brooklyn trying to go to the front of the net. Brooklyn turns it in neutral. Throws it into the far corner, but it hits a skate. Stays with it. All right. Step it up. We got to step it up. There we go. Little slot. Bryn up the wall looking for Everly. Okay. Bryn gathers it, stops, turns, escapes. Off the wall. Cleared Lakers. We've had a long change here, too. I feel like it's been a long shift. Here we go. It's hard. Bryn takes it back into our end. Head up. I see a path here. I see a path. Stay with her, help her. I think they were going for Everly to get a change there. Throws it into the zone. Taylor. Turn it up the wall. Number 9 comes, gets it, turns it up the rink. A little pile up here, Jules. Jules throws it up the wall. Piper going after it. Piper intercepted. Chips it back to their D. Nice wide pass. I mean, that's knowing who you're playing with there. That's a good pass by them. Piper up the wall. You got a forward there. Yeah, we got it off her stick. Out of the zone. Bristol holds the wall. Chips it. Ashlyn out there. Bristol's going to throw it in deep. We got to go. We had 3 F3s there. We needed an F1 and an F2. All right, here we go. Somebody with speed here. Who's that? Suvi? Look like she's quick there. She wants to try to make something happen here. Piper kind of backpedaling here in neutral or in the slot. Save. It's going to change. It's going to change. Need some fresh bodies. 9:36 remaining. Still down 2-0. Brooklyn Ev, Suvi, Taylor, Bryn. Brooklyn up the wall. B to D pass. Be nice if we could pick one of those off. All right. 9:16. Boy, that was a heck of a highlight reel save that Gray had last period down there with her pad. Another one. It's about 3 stoppages in 20 seconds here. Freezing the puck doesn't hurt you. Uh-oh, a little one-time bomb here. Got some first year U12ers out here. There we go. 3 rip. Just kind of bouncing around, it's tricky. Everybody's still trying to sort out their positions and where they need to be and lifting sticks and things like that. So hey, we're getting this one out of our system. 8 minutes left, 8:53. There's still a chance to try to tack on a couple goals here. Let's get one in the GF section, the goals for. Not gluten free. GF, goals for. Yeah, you don't eat Totino's pizza from Totino's Grace if you're gluten free. Three nothing. 8:30 left. Ashley going after it. Behind the net. Looks like Bristol going now. And Maddie on the wall. Maddie picks it up. Chips it out. Got a chance? A chance and a chance? Ashlyn, almost. Got a little exciting there for a second. Bristol, good stick handling move. Cross the middle. The thing we need to get going is when we start skating the puck out of the zone, we need like some people dashing into open spaces for support. You got to always be trying to give a target to the person who has the puck. Otherwise, it's a bunch of individuals out there just trying to do one thing. They're coming into our end. Big stick there. Bristol tried to take it away. Callie up the wall, chips it out. Okay, to Ashlyn. Maddie on the right wing. Bristol pokes it. Nora out there with her. Nora playing that free safety position. Here's Bristol coming through, making moves. She just she got a little piece of her hand or something there and moved the puck off of her stick a couple feet, and that just changed the trajectory of that shot. Get a little forecheck going here. 7 minutes. Nothing to save it for. We don't play for another 20 hours or something. Here we go. Talarico chases her, shadows her. He's using her speed. Stopped her. That's a good pinch. Closes off that lane. Julia coming up here. Oh gosh, a little D to wing to center, we call that. That was a good little breakout. Definitely orchestrated. Not the first time they've done it. Pipey slapping. Get into her stick here. Gonna have to get physical. Julia with a steal. She's got a teammate wide. Gives it to her. All right, here we go. Talarico coming in. Piper coming in late. Got to throw out the help every now and then. Piper with a great pass from Jules over to Piper. Piper gets stuck. I mean, that's good lateral movement by a tender there. I mean, you got to bury it, but at the same time, she did a great job moving across the crease and covering that up. That's U10. That's a goal. Piper on the wall, skating it, getting her head up, thinking about throwing it wide into a shin pad. Here we go, out of the zone, zone to zone. First things first, turns into a turnover though, and 26 steaming in. It's a good shot, a good hard quick shot. Our turn, chipping it up the wall, but it gets it. I mean, this girl not going to be denied here. She's battling. 26 wants one. He's throwing it at the net. He's going to get another try. Uh-oh, but then we got some backdoor players here too. This could turn into offside. Nope, it stays on. Brooklyn does. And it's right there for her. Got the toe of her stick on the rebound there. Definitely had chances today. Haven't been a ton of chances, but it that was a good look. It was a good look. Here we go. Subi chasing after it. 17 Ev. Gonna have to get. Here we go. Brooklyn and Ev. Hey, look at that F1, F2. Good things happen when you get two forecheckers. Skipping it out of the zone. 4.5 minutes remain. Really be nice to get one. I don't know if we are still hoping for a win here, but I think if we can just get something on the board and feel good about it, that's where we're at right now. Stop and play. A little bit of a timeout. I think we might be trying to break the shutout is kind of our plan here. I don't know if we're going to switch up a line here and maybe get some of our veteran players out here and just say, hey, let's just try it once and maybe we can get something going. Not really sure how the scoring works for the tournament, but I think ruining their shutout would probably be a good moral victory. Totino Grace. I'm gonna have to Google it. I have no idea where their school is. Must be close to here. To Totino. It's in Totino. Totino's Pizzas. Gosh, it must have been about 3 years ago. Made the switch from a cardboard box to a plastic bag. I don't know if I'm a huge fan of that. I used to use that cardboard box as my cutting board when it came out of the stove, and now I gotta use a cutting board, which then we have to clean. If you haven't used the Totino's pizza box as a cutting board, I don't know if we can be friends. It's also a plate. It is 100% a plate. It's a good rigid box. I mean, you can use that to pull the pizza out and everything. I mean, yeah. Totino Grace. Must be something biblical to do with it. Totino, it's Italian, would we say? Yeah. So Vatican City, correct? All right, here we go. Down the rink. What did we do? We went out here. with a veteran lineup. I was all talking about pizza, and we didn't mention we got a second year posse out here. Bristol. We got Bristol and Bryn on D. We got Ashlyn, Suvi, and Nora, the second year players out here. Just because you know what? Let them eat. Let them eat. Maybe we got to come out of here with a couple of 11-year-olds on our next shift. But we're not gonna leave wondering what would have happened if we would have put our veterans all out there at once. There we go. There we go. Bryn says, "Hey, I feel confident now. We can go out here and eat." Suvi chipping at it. Support her. Nora supports it. Ashlyn, a little back pass. Bryn went for a change. Would have been a good pass over there. Julia. Look at Julia. Julia's going to be out there as a sixth grader amongst women. There we go. Chips it. Hey, we're taking chances though. We're on the puck. We're not necessarily worried about the front of the net right now. They weathered that storm though. For now, I don't know. Rest them up and come right back there with them. I guess. What do you say? Let them get a breather. This is Ev behind the net. Head up. She's got a pal at the red line. That's Talarico. Good poke check. I mean, we didn't get outplayed today. I just don't think we got outplayed. We maybe got outchanced in the blue paint in front of the net. That's about it. Here we go. Ev is always one for late game heroics. He must have hit a soft spot there. A little delayed offside, and it's good. Throwing it deep. Still thinking about Freddie's a little bit, trying to figure out how far it might be away. Sounds good. All right, here we go. F, front of the net, out there with Brooklyn. Brooklyn digging. Talarico. There you go. Bryn says, I'll stop it. Straight line to it for F. Quick release. Could have found a 5-hole there. Bryn says, I'm going to get one. I'm going to get one. Well, the trip that wasn't. They might have got away with one there. 1 minute remaining in the third period. 10 viewers we've got tuned in right now. Somebody wanted to come in real late here and see how things were finishing up. We're down 3-rip right now. Hasn't been a 3-0 game. Is this Maddie? Maddie with the chance to break that shutout to pieces here. Throws it on with a little rebound. Frozen. 31 seconds to play. I don't know. Yeah, we used the timeout, so it's going to be tough to communicate that. But we are going to put a couple in front of the net here. Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. All right, they chip it out of the zone. Nora retreats for it. D to D. The center. Good. I mean, it's just something that we haven't been able to work on a whole lot. You know, we've worked on a lot of skating over the years, and D to D to center to wing and stuff is just not really something that we've spent a lot of time on, but we will this season. That's 4. Definitely a coordinated effort by the White Bear Lakers here. Yeah, made the first stop. With 6 seconds to go, tick, tick, tick. 4-0 is your final from Brooklyn Park. Not an awful start here for the RailHawks. I think we're out here getting to know each other. We definitely tell this team we were playing against kind of been out here together. This isn't their first rodeo. We're still getting to know our teammates.
Back here at 7 a.m.
See you back here at 7 a.m. for more festivities.